Good morning, all. Welcome to the latest introduction for the Turn It Round the Corner podcast. This will be an introduction for episode 18. Firstly, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone again who sent nice comments, positive feedback about the episode 17 with Pat Walker from Ticket to Old Trafford. We've had people like John Terry listening to the podcast and commenting, and people like Bobby Zamora and Darryl Russell and Tony Tucker, all people that have played for Pat at county level and district level, and listen to the podcast and give great feedback. And that's on top of normal listeners and friends and family of the podcast that know Pat as well. So really appreciate that. As I say, if you haven't listened already, go and grab an hour and make sure you do, because as I say, Pat comes from unbelievable sort of football history and stock and background, and as I say, he's been with Man United for over 30 years. He's seen hundreds and hundreds of players pass through. His recommendation, and from running district and county teams, he's had a massive effect and should we say positive contributions to hundreds of footballers in Essex that have gone on to, play non-league football, become professional footballers and actually, play and captain their country. So moving on to episode 18. Episode 18 will be with a gentleman called Mick White. So Mick is a gentleman that's dedicated his life really to travelling the globe, coaching the game that we love, so coaching football. The title will be 34 countries and counting. I think that speaks for itself. He was actually coached in 34 countries around the world, so from Europe to Asia Pacific, in the UK, the US. The list is endless. So it's a two-parter. It's a gentleman that was introduced to me by Matty Siret, a good friend of mine in Spain. Matty and Mick coached together, working for the MLS a long time ago in the US. Just at I'd say the outset of really the MLS trying to make it, the brand and the league that it's grown to become now. But yeah, really interesting two-parter. He takes us through and documents his journey from starting out in the UK and moving across the globe and doing something that he really truly loves and still has a passion for today. He's back in Inverness. Unfortunately, one of his last stints coaching in India, his wife got very ill, and she's struggling a little bit health-wise at the moment. So for the time being, they're stuck in Livingston in Scotland, and it might not come around again for them to travel. And if it doesn't, he can really look back on a career of going to work with players and teams at all levels of the game, but traveling the world and having all those memories. And it's something that has been consistent in this podcast, that we spoke to people about creating memories and getting that opportunity through football. So yeah, I'll put it out tomorrow. As I say, it'll be titled 34 countries and counting. I thank Mick for his time. Be a two-parter. The next one will go out the week after, and I'm gonna on both posts put Mick's LinkedIn and his email, because as I say, he's looking for new opportunities. I think he's doing some grassroots coaching in Scotland whilst he's doing some more facets of learning around football and education. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Have a great weekend. And if in doubt, turn it around the corner.